Beatrix died in 1943, just before Christmas 1943, and in her will she'd been really clear about what she wanted to do with Hilltop, and she wanted it to be kept pretty much as she had it and to be kept open to the public. So after we'd done lots of inventories of the garden and the contents of the house, it was open to the public for the first time in the back end of 1944, and it's been open ever since. Beatrix's history with the Lake District went right back to when she was 16 years old. The vicar of a local village called Ray, which is about 3 miles from here, was Canon Hardwick Rawnsley, and he was one of the 3 founder members of the National Trust. So right from the age of 16 she had been in close contact with the National Trust and conservation and that sort of thing, and she just grew up with it, and she therefore developed a really close relationship with the National Trust. I think it would be hugely different. I mean, just take for example Herdwick sheep. It's quite a rare breed of sheep. It's a fell sheep, and Beatrix had the largest flock in Britain at that time, and she also bequeathed the flocks of Herdwick sheep to the National Trust. And the sheep themselves do quite a lot of, they shape the landscape themselves. Rather than a favourite room, there's favourite objects in each part of the house. When you go in, everything in Hilltop belonged to Beatrix, with the exception of the carpets and the curtains, which we've had to replace just because of wear and tear. Everything was one of Beatrix's treasures. On the walls you'll see it's the original William Morris wallpaper, which was extortionately expensive when she bought it, but it's obviously the quality because it's not faded at all, which is one of the reasons why we keep the blinds closed quite regularly. But if you have a look at the bed and the hangings around the bed, you'll see that there is embroidery on there. The wallpaper William Morris named Daisy pattern, and what Beatrix has tried to do is pick out some of the patterns on the material around the bed, and she's tried to embroider daisies and so on it, so it matches the wallpaper. So this links directly to The Tale of Two Bad Mice, which Beatrix wrote. You can see here she's got an illustration of Tom Thumb and Hunca Munca setting about trying to eat the ham and destroying the the doll's house. And you can see here directly in the doll's house, Beatrix set up a plaster ham and 2 mice on the sitting on the chairs with a table and so on. So you can see again there's a direct link between the illustration where she got her inspiration from and the doll's house.
The Beatrix Potter attraction is placed at the heart of the Lake District on Lake Windermere. The attraction has been here 19 years and is celebrating its 20th anniversary this July with a special party here at the attraction, where an actor will play the role of Beatrix Potter and read all her stories, and many other favourite characters from the famous tales will also be attending. In the 20 years that the attraction has been open, it's had over 2.8 million visitors, and in 2010 alone, they had 150,000 visitors. Many of the guests are tourists, and they come from all over the world to experience this beautiful memory to Beatrix Potter and her well-known tales of Peter Rabbit, and also come for the uniqueness of the attraction, as it won the award for the Best Cumbrian Large Visitor Attraction in 2010. The attraction is a good, fun family day out, as it appeals to all age groups, from little ones experience the stories for the first time and older ones recapturing their youth.